Starting next week, riders will see some new faces on the train. On July 1st, the Massachusetts Bay Commuter Railroad hands over operational control of the commuter rail to Keolis. The French firm won an 8-year, $2.68 billion contract from the MBTA to run a rail system that includes 12 different lines and covers much of eastern Massachusetts. So commuters, take note next time you have a service complaint. On that note, joining me now is the man whose job is to make sure there's no reason for complaint. Gerald Francis is the Deputy General Manager for Keolis in Boston. Welcome to you, Gerald. Good luck.
Thank you.
So this is a big operation you're overtaking. July 1st, are you going to guarantee everybody out there that it's going to be a seamless, smooth transition? They're not even going to notice on July 1st?
That's exactly what we're working toward, Emily. One of the big responsibilities when we sat and talked is to try to make this as seamless as a transition as possible. And we've been working extremely hard with the MBTA as well as the incumbent to make sure that that exactly happens.
Well, how cooperative is the incumbent? Because I think one of the concerns is, from the union side anyway, that their contracts, that their page, all that back administrative office stuff, that's going to be a clear and seamless transition as well.
Well, we've been working with the incumbent every step of the way since I arrived in February. And I can tell you that our main goal from both parties was to make sure that we be responsive to our customers. And being responsive to our customers was working together to provide a seamless transition period.
What are you planning for the future? Do you have your sights on that yet? I mean, one of the big issues is, forget running on time and all that, but the state of the art of the actual cars and that kind of thing. Are you looking down the road at that?
Yes. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is that our slogan at Keolis is to think like a passenger. And what I mean by that is each and every boarding that a passenger takes, I want the 2,000 soon-to-be Keolis team members to think exactly like that passenger would be when they get out of their cars and they go into the platform. Is it clean? Is it presentable? When they get on the train, is it clean? Is it providing the service to get them from point A to point B? So I want to have that instilled in everybody's mindset, because I think that makes a big difference. And that's one of the things that we want to impress upon people, is that the roles of the Keolis management team would be exactly that. We want to have the customers experience what their expectations are. So you'll see a lot of the management team go out and be at South Station, North Station, they have conversations with our customers, find out what their expectations are, and get to know them a little bit better too.
So right after you were awarded this contract, there was this kind of, I don't know how to describe it other than strange dust-up between Keolis and members of the black ministers community. Some of the expansion of the commuter rail line is intended into Roxbury, Dorchester neighborhood, and that group wanted to make sure that minority businesses had some hand in it. And at some point, after the consulting services, they handed Keolis a bill for over $100,000. Keolis basically said it was a shakedown. What was the deal there?
Well, I would say that from our standpoint, we want to make sure that the contracts that we're looking at in the future are just done as fair and equitable as possible. That's the message that Keolis has said and sent from day one. So, and that's the message that we're going to stay with. We're in that process of really going through, working with MBTA on developing our vendor programs. So we're working on that now, and then like I said before, we want to be as fair and equitable as possible. And
you could run for office. You're not answering my question. You're very good, I have to say. I mean, just tell me about that incident, though. What did you feel like that was not a fair, that they felt like they somehow were owed something?
Well, again, as I mentioned earlier, I was just here in February, so I really wasn't a part of exactly everything that went on there. Of course, I heard about it, but I wasn't really part of it to really understand everything that went. Do
you feel like Keolis is obligated some way to the minority community? Do you have to have contracts with them? Does it really make any difference whether it's a minority contractor or somebody else? As long as they get the best job done?
I wouldn't say that we're obligated. Again, as I stated, we just want to be with the contracts that we put out to be fair and equitable with everyone. And right now we're working closely with the MBTA and to make sure that that happens.
You know, I think one of the things people look at Keolis, they say, oh my goodness, it's a French-based firm, not that you're based in France. It's gigantic, servicing rail communities all over the world. Can you really pay attention to the little old hurtin', you know, Massachusetts, you know, the commuter rail line here?
Well, let me say, first of all, Keolis does provide a service worldwide, but we do have operations in Virginia, and at the same time, this is not too small. It's the 5th busiest commuter rail system in the United States, and that gives us a tremendous opportunity to be part of that. I've had the opportunity to be out on the system now and to talk to a lot of the employees who have made me believe as well. This is a family-oriented commuter rail system, and it's one that the key managers of Keolis that are here take great pride in being part of that.
So basically, the Massachusetts Bay Community Rails, they're out of business. Are you going to hire any of those people? Some of them must be capable and talented.
Yes. Part of our agreement is to offer every employee an opportunity, and there's 2,000 employees, and we're looking forward to forming the Keolis team come July 1st.
All right. Joel Francis, we're looking forward to having you here.
Thank you very much.